Well, good morning, good afternoon, everyone, wherever you happen to be. My name is Val. I'm with the Veterans Yoga Project. Been with them for about a year and a half as the Colorado director. I am so grateful for everyone attending this morning. I know we have folks over both Zoom and YouTube, and I truly appreciate you being here today. This is a chair yoga class. We're going to do both standing and seated postures, all using the chair. If standing is not an option for you today, I will give you plenty of seated opportunities as well. With that said, I'm going to move back to my chair and get set up here. As I do that, as we're waiting for a couple of other folks to join us, I ask you to please make sure, one, you have a nice stable chair on a steady base, and two, you have room to reach your arms out to the sides, forward and back, that sort of thing. So with that, I'm going to move back. And have my seat. I invite you all to take a seat as well. And I invite you to start out by finding our version of a mountain pose while we're in a chair. And to do that, we're going to have our shoulders over our hips, our knees coming straight out from our hips, and our feet in alignment coming out from there. So there's some separation between the knees. You can put your fist between the knees if you want a little bit of a guide. And once you have that, I invite you to draw your chin back just a little bit as well. And I invite you to take a full deep inhale and a matching exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to your natural breath. Take a moment to settle in. Notice where you are. Notice what's going on around you. And just breathe. As you're sitting here, I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. And maybe bring your hands to your heart. One hand stacked over the other, or hands to a prayer pose. As you're here, I invite you to totally focus on the breath. Focus on inhaling as deeply as you can. Pausing at the top of the inhale. And then slowly letting it all go back out. Keep that going on your breath. And with each inhale, I invite you to go a little bit deeper, a little fuller. And with each exhale, I invite you to extend it just a little bit longer. With your hands still at your heart and your eyes closed, I invite you to do 2 things. The first thing is to find something or someone that you were grateful for this morning, this afternoon, and send some thanks their way. The second thing is to set an intention for yourself for today's class. Once you have those, I invite you to lower your hands down to your lap and let your fingertips rest around your knees. We're going to start out seated for the first portion of our class. We will then come to standing options, and then we'll finish up with a seated flow and some nice cooling down movements. If at any time today we're doing something that doesn't seem quite right to you, then please don't do it. Please do only what's right for your body right here and right now. We're going to start by warming up our neck, our shoulders. We'll work our way down our body, warming up everything before we come to the standing portion. So once again, find your mountain, your seated mountain. I invite you to draw your shoulders back just a little bit. Draw your chin back just a little bit. And then on an inhale, let's look up to the sky. And exhale, look towards the earth, chin towards our chest. Inhale to look up and sit up nice and tall. Exhale, chin to chest. We'll do one more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, sit up tall. We're going to bring our ears to our alternating shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale, head comes back up. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder, please. Inhale, head rises. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, head rises. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. We'll do one more each side. Follow your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head comes back up. Exhale, sit up tall. We're going to roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and around 3 times. And then we will reverse directions. Hands can rest wherever they are comfortable. Please sit up tall. On an inhale, let's roll our shoulders forward, up to our ears, and exhale, roll them back and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. One more this way. Inhale. And exhale. Now we'll go back. Inhale, bring the shoulders back, up to the ears. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And I invite everybody to sit up tall. You can wiggle it out just a little bit, okay? Again, remember to please honor your body. We're going to do a lot of stuff moving our arms today. So as we're doing stuff with our arms, as we're doing movements where we bring our arms out to the side, if that's not right for your shoulders, then please don't do it. For many people, coming forward is much better. So I invite you to find the options that work for you and then stick to it and hopefully enjoy this. So we'll sit up tall again. We're going to bring our arms straight out in front of us, parallel to the floor, parallel to the earth. And please draw your shoulders back just a little bit. Let's spread our hands wide and then flex our wrists. It's like we're pushing against a wall. Our arms are nice and strong and steady. We're going to do our version of a cat-cow. So on an inhale, we're going to draw our elbows back, look up to the sky, heart comes high. On an exhale, push it forward, curl towards the back of your chair. Inhale, draw the elbows back. Let's look up. Exhale, curl it forward. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale forward. Inhale, drawing the elbows back. Exhale, push it forward, and then let the arms float down. Sit up tall. Wiggle out your shoulders as you need to. I invite you to plant your left hand down by your left hip. You can hold onto your chair if you want to. And on an inhale, please bring your right arm straight out in front of you, palm facing in, thumb facing up. Exhale, open it out to the side, gentle stretch here. Inhale, we'll bring it forward and across the front of our bodies, trying to keep it parallel to the floor. Exhale, open it out to the side. Maybe you add a little bit of a twist. Inhale, bring it forward and across. Exhale, open it out to the side. Now we're only going to come halfway. Inhale to center. And exhale, lower it down. Now your right arm is going to stay down by your side. You can hang onto your chair or your hip as you want. I invite you to first straighten out your left arm. And then on an inhale, bring that arm straight up in front of you, thumb facing up. Exhale, open it out to the side, arm is parallel to the earth. Inhale, bring it forward across your body. Exhale, open it out, adding a little bit of a twist if you want. Inhale, back through center, across the body. Exhale, open it all the way out to the side. Now we'll come back halfway. Inhale to center, sit up tall. And exhale, lower that arm down. Wiggle out your shoulders a little bit. We're going to wake up our legs, our lower body a little bit now. So make sure you're seated forward enough on your chair so your back is not against the back of the chair, okay? You're sitting up tall. The core muscles are staying nice and engaged. So think about that. You can even bring your hands to your waist, to your hips for a minute and feel that engagement. Feel that core engagement. And then we'll allow our hands to come back down to our lap or the side of the chair as you'd like. Our left leg is going to stay down, and we're going to work with our right leg to begin with, and then we will alternate. So on an inhale, please straighten your right leg straight out in front of you. Exhale, point your foot. Inhale, flex the foot, and exhale, lower it down. We'll do the left leg. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to point. Inhale to flex. And exhale down. Right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And down. And the left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and down. Take a moment, just rock your knees from side to side, a little bit of a windshield wiper movement here. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come back to the legs and we're going to bring them up, out, back, and in. So sit up nice and tall, nice, strong, seated mountain. Left leg is your base leg, core is tight. On an inhale, please extend your right leg with the foot flexed. Exhale, open it out to the side of it. Inhale to center. And exhale to lower. We'll do the left leg. Inhale, foot is flexed. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale, lower. Right side, inhale. Exhale. Inhale and down, and left side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, down. One more each side, sitting up tall. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and down, and left side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and down. And let's windshield wiper our legs again. For this next series, you can choose to stay seated or you can come to the right side of your chair, whichever option is best for you. We're going to do some warrior ones and warrior twos using our chair for support as we need it. If you're choosing to stay seated, I invite you to walk your right foot forward just a little bit and then draw your left foot back just a little bit. So your knees are still pretty even with each other. Your core is still tight. You're still sitting up tall. And this is going to be your leg position for this next series. If you're choosing to stand, I invite you to come to the right side of your chair. You should be able to touch your chair, the back of your chair with your left hand. Just like our seated friends, our right foot is going to come forward. Our left foot is going to come back, but it's going to be angled towards the chair, about a 45-degree angle. Hang on to the chair to begin with, and let's bend that front knee. And look down at it, make sure it's not going over the toes, okay? You want to be able to see your big toes, see the front of your shoe, if you're wearing a shoe like I am. This is your basic position for your warrior one. Your hips are aimed mostly forward. You can add one or both arms as you choose. If you're seated, please join us in the arm movements. So we're going to bring one or both arms up overhead and draw our shoulders down away from our ears, engaging our core. Take a full inhale, exhale. Inhale, please straighten the front leg, reach up as tall as you can. Exhale, bend the knee and cactus the arms, palms coming forward. We'll move through this. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to bend and hold it here. Think about activating your arms, maybe squeezing them back a little bit, if that's okay for you. I invite you to take full, steady breaths here. Really make it count. Know your strength. And then we'll lower the arms all the way down. Use the chair as you need to. Step forward, shake it out a little bit. If you're seated, reset your legs, bring them forward and windshield wiper your legs a little bit. And then we'll set up again, right foot forward, left foot back. If we're standing, we're still on the right side of our chair. Our right foot is forward. Our left foot comes back, but now the toes are angled out more towards a 90-degree angle. I say more because it's not exact for everyone. And now our hips are aimed towards our chair a little bit. We're going to come to a warrior two version. So again, the front knee is bent, pretty much tracking over your ankle. You want to be able to see your toes. I invite you to extend the right arm straight out in front of you, parallel to the floor. If you're comfortable with it, let's extend the left arm straight back behind us. Take a breath, maybe two. We're going to move through this just like we did with Warrior One. On an inhale, let's straighten the leg, reach the arms up. Exhale, stretch the arms out, bend the knee. Inhale to rise up, reach up. Exhale to warrior two. One more like that. Inhale, reach it up nice and tall. Exhale to warrior two and pause there. If you need to drop the back line or bring it to the chair, you're welcome to do so. If you're keeping it back behind you, please glance back. See if it dropped up or dropped down. Breathe. Full, steady breaths. And then as you're ready, we'll lower the arms. We'll step it forward and shake it out. We're going to make our way to the opposite side of our chair. So for folks that are seated, you want to once again windshield wiper your legs back and forth while we are transitioning. But then you want to draw your left foot forward a little bit and your right foot back a little bit. Again, sitting up really tall, engaging the core muscles and using your arms in a way that's right for you. For those who are standing, we are on the left side of our chair now. Our left foot is forward, our right foot is back, and our toes are angled out at about a 45-degree angle, that back foot. Front knee is going to bend. Look down, make sure you can see the front of your shoe or your big toe. And then as you're ready, we're going to bring our arm or arms up overhead. Draw the shoulders down away from your ears just a little bit. And steady your breath, please. Let's take a full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the front leg and reach up tall. Exhale, rebend and cactus the arms. Inhale, straighten, reach it up. Exhale, bend the arms. Inhale. Exhale, and let's hold this modified warrior one with our cactus arms. Breathe. Steady breaths. You got this. And then as you are ready, we'll lower the arms down, we'll step it forward and shake it out. For those that are seated, once again, let's just windshield wiper our legs back and forth and loosening everything up. And then if you're seated, bring the left foot forward again, please, and the right foot back. For those that are standing, we're once again on the left side of our chair. Left foot is forward. Right foot is back, but now the toes are aimed more outward, more towards a 90-degree angle. Bend that front knee a little bit. Hips are more at an angle. Okay? We're going to come to warrior two. So I invite you to start out by extending the front arm, the left arm. If you feel balanced here, then let's extend the right arm straight back behind us. Lengthen the spine, pull the core muscles in. Breathe here, nice and steady. And we'll move through this. On an inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up high. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to rise up, reach it up. Exhale, warrior two. One more and then hold. Inhale. Exhale. Hold this warrior two. If you need to lower the back arm, bring it to the chair. You're welcome to do that. Do what's right for you. If the arms are both up, let's activate them. Look towards the back arm. See if it dropped in or out, up or down. And breathe. We're all strong warriors here, and we're supporting strong warriors. As you're ready, I invite you to lower your arms all the way down. Step forward, shake it out a bit. For those that are seated, let's windshield wiper our legs. I invite everybody to take a moment to come to the back side of their chair. I am going to turn my chair sideways so that I can demonstrate it a little bit better. We're going to do a version of downward facing dog using the back of our chair as our support for our hands. And then we're going to do some opening twists. So I invite you to step back a foot or two away from your chair, and everybody has different chair heights. So you've got to choose what's right for you. And while you're here, I want you to come to your standing mountain pose, which looks like this. Just like when we were seated, our shoulders are over our hips, our knees are coming down from our hips, ankles are underneath, toes are hanging forward. We always want to keep a little bit of a bend in our knees. We never want to lock them out. So do your mountain facing the back of your chair. And then let's bring our hands to the back of our chair. And you might need to walk your feet back a little bit once you're here. And then I invite you to bend your elbows and lean forward. And gently bend one knee and then the other. Keep the core engaged. We're walking out our dog. Nice, slow movements. I invite you to once again honor your body where you are today and to only do what's right for you. Let's find a little stillness in our down dog and drop our heads down a little bit further. Maybe your head can come down between your arms. Again, keep a little bit of a bend in your knee. Don't lock them out. And breathe. From here, on an inhale, please rise back up slowly and straighten your spine. Pull the belly in, draw your shoulders back. Take a full inhale. Exhale, push back to your down dog. We'll move through these. Inhale to straighten the hips, straighten the back, draw the shoulders back. Exhale the down dog. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale back and then hold it there. I invite you to take another full round of breath, making sure your knees are slightly bent. And then slowly walk your feet forward, come to your chair. And let's roll our shoulders around a few times. I'm going to turn to face you. And let's roll our wrists around a few times, because depending on what kind of grip you're doing, it might be a little tough on the wrists and the fingers. But we're not done behind the chair yet. So we're going to turn and face the back of our chair once more in our mountain pose. What that looks like here. Make sure your feet are parallel to each other. You're a few feet back from the chair. I invite you to bring your left hand to your chair and to lean forward slightly. You might want to walk your feet back just a little bit once you're here. And then let your right arm hang down from your shoulder. On an inhale, we're going to sweep it out and up, reaching up to the sky with a twist. Exhale, bring it under and through and allow your gaze to follow. We'll do two more. Inhale, rise up, reach it up, twisting towards the sky. Exhale, bring it down and under. Inhale, rise it up, raise it up, reach up. And then exhale, bring that hand back to your chair. And now we'll do the other side. So reset as you need to. Feet are still parallel to each other. And now the right arm is down. The left arm comes down under you. Square your hips, pull the belly in, please. bend the knees. On an inhale, sweep this arm out and up, reach it up. Exhale, slowly lower it down and under the other arm. Inhale, bring it out, reach it up to the sky with a twist. Exhale, down and through. One more up. Inhale, reach it all the way up. And then exhale, bring it back to your chair. And let's walk our dog one more time. Pedaling it out, nice and steady. And then I invite everybody to walk back towards your chair, rise up, and find a mountain pose for just a moment if that's available to you. You can hang on to the chair if you want to. Just breathe a nice steady breath here, maybe bringing your hands to your heart. Slow, steady, feel that heartbeat, feel your strength. Our next series is going to be balance poses, and I'm going to give you options both seated and standing for these. If you're standing, I invite you to come to the right side of your chair again. If you're seated, this is what it's going to look like. Your left leg is going to be your base leg. We're going to do a series of balances. So a seated balance is the first one's going to look like this, holding the leg up. Arms can come out. The next one will be the leg extended. And then the next one will be a tree with the knee opened out to the side, using whatever arm variations you want. If we're standing, I invite you to once again be at the right side of your chair. Be able to hang on to that chair, okay? And your left leg, just like our seated friends, our left leg is our base leg. But you always want to keep a bend in that knee, really ground that foot down. Spread the toes wide if you can. Square your hips forward, draw your heart up. And then let's give it a try. Let's start by just picking up the right leg and experiment with letting go of the chair. Just for a few breaths. These can be very challenging. And then we'll let it go, wiggle it out. Folks that are seated, windshield wiper your legs. We'll set up for our next balance. Left leg is still the base leg. I invite you to start by holding onto your chair. And then extend the right leg straight up in front of you. Pull the belly in. And then see if you can let go of the chair. Make sure you're keeping a bend on that base leg though. I don't think I'm letting go of the chair today. That's why we have the chair, right? Breathe. And then we'll let it go and wiggle it out. We'll do one more balance. Again, you can do it seated or standing. This time we're going to find our version of a tree. My version of a tree today is kickstanding my right foot against my left leg here. Right knee opens out to the side, hips are squared forward. Do the same thing if you're seated. As you're ready, maybe let go of the chair and find an arm variation that works for you. Maybe it's a prayer pose, hands at your heart. Maybe you want to bring them out to the side or even reach them up overhead. Steady your gaze, steady your breath. And as you're ready, we will lower our arms all the way back down. Bring the leg back to a neutral position. Wiggle out your hips. And if you're standing, please make your way to the left side of your chair. Folks that are seated, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start by picking up a bent knee And then the next one will be extending it straight out in front of us. And then the next one will be our version of a seated tree. Folks who are standing, we're on the left side of our chair so that we can reach it with our right hand. Our right leg is our base leg. It's always got a little bend in the knee. Hips are squared forward, core is engaged. Pick up that left leg. Just pick it up. Doesn't have to come up real high. Focus here. Maybe let go of the chair. Do whatever arm things work for you. Steadiness. It's trust in ourselves, trust in our bodies, and using the chair when we need to. And let's let it go. Let's wiggle it out from side to side. Windshield wiper the legs if you'd like. We'll set up for the straight leg version. So right leg is your base leg with a little bit of a bend in the knee. And then the left leg is going to rise straight out in front of you. Foot is flexed. Stand up tall. And then maybe experiment with letting go again. Maybe. Give it a try. And then we will come on out. We will let it go. Move it around. Reset your body. One final balance is our tree. Again, I'm going to do a kickstand. If you have a different tree variation, you are welcome to do so. Keep that base leg nice and strong with a little bit of a bend. Left knee turns out to the side. And then we can find our kickstand, or it can come up higher if you want. But set your gaze, set your hips so they're aimed forward. And then choose the arm variation for this side. Doesn't have to be the same as the other. Slow, steady breath. And then we'll come out of this as you are ready, lowering our arms to begin with, and then letting the leg come out. Let's just rock them back and forth a little bit. And I invite everybody to make their way back to their chair. Now, if you have a full standing practice and you don't need the chair so much, you're welcome to do this next part standing. But I'm going to teach it totally from the chair. We're going to do some different sun salutations. So we're going to start out by finding our seated mountain pose to begin with. Sitting up nice and tall, or standing up tall if that's what you're choosing to do. We're going to bring our arms down by our sides, palms face out, please. Through this next series, please be very mindful of your shoulders and only go as high as is right for you. On an inhale, let's reach our arms out and up to the sky and look up. Exhale to a forward fold wherever that leads you, and then allow your arms to float down. Inhale, rise up halfway, draw your shoulders back, your hands can be on your shins. Exhale to a forward fold. Inhale, bring your arms straight up in front of you, palms face each other, sit up really tall and look up. Exhale, palms together, hands down to your heart. Pause here for a moment, please. And then we'll lower our arms back down by our sides, palms facing out. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Reach up to the sky, lengthen the spine and look up. Exhale, hinging forward to a forward fold, belly draws in. Inhale, come up part way, hands walk their way up, your shins, shoulders come back. Exhale to a fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up in front of you, rising up, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, palms together, hands to your heart.
Take a moment here, notice what's going on in your body. We're going to do a few more of these. We'll allow our hands to come back down by our sides. Inhale, arms reach out, rise up, all the way up, palms face each other. Exhale to a forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhale, rise halfway, draw the shoulders back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up in front of you, rising up, reaching all the way up. Exhale, palms together, hands to your heart. Pause here. We're going to build on that a little bit. So take a moment, reset as you need to. Make sure you're in a good position on your chair. Make sure your knees are still in alignment with your hips. And then we'll let our arms come down by our side. Inhale, sweep it out, reach it up and look up. Exhale, cactus, goalpost the arms, squeeze the elbows behind you. Inhale, reach it up tall, palms face each other. Exhale to your forward fold, let the arms float down. Inhale, come up halfway, drawing the shoulders back. Exhale to fold all the way down. Inhale, rise back up, palms face each other, core is engaged and look up. Exhale, palms together, hands to your heart. And then all the way back down. Inhale, sweep the arms out, reach them up nice and strong. Exhale, palms forward, cactus the arms, squeeze them back there. Inhale, reach back up overhead, palms face each other. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway, draw the shoulders back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Last time, reach it up nice and strong. Exhale, palms together, hands to your heart. Take a moment here and breathe. Slow, steady breaths. Maybe once again, finding a moment of gratitude. We'll allow our hands to float down to our knees. And now I invite you to bring your legs wide. Have your knees aimed outward, okay? We're going to do a few more forward folds, but we're going to do a wide leg. We're only going to go part way down. So I invite you to bring your arms down in front of you, palms facing each other. Inhale your arms up overhead. This is a real core strengthener here. Exhale, hinge forward part way and hold it for a split second. Inhale, rise up, reach it up. Exhale, hinge forward at a 45-degree angle. We'll do two more. Inhale to rise up, reach it up, arms are strong. Exhale, hinge forward. One more all the way up. Inhale, reach up tall. And then exhale, please lower the arms all the way back down. We're going to walk our legs back together in front of us. And we're going to find our way to a seated eagle. I'm going to give you a couple of options here for this. The first option is with the legs. And you can either have your feet locked in next to each other and your knees locked in next to each other. And when we engage our muscles, you're going to squeeze those legs together. If you don't, you can stay right there. If you want something different, let's cross the right ankle, the right knee over the left knee. And then our shins, the outer part of our shins are going to come together. Whichever leg option you're choosing, let's initiate a squeeze, initiate a little lock, pull everything up and in. And then let's cross our right hand to our left shoulder and bring our left hand over our right shoulder. Pick your elbows up to a comfortable place, but keep that lock going. Keep the lock going. Breathe deeply. And if you'd like, maybe hinge forward just a little bit. And breathe. If you're hinging forward, I invite you to rise back up as you inhale. And then we'll all release our hands, release our arms, release our legs, and windshield wiper them back and forth. And then we're going to do the other side if your legs are crossed. Otherwise, we'll bring our feet or legs back together to begin with, and that's how we'll do the squeeze. We're just targeting the leg muscles a little differently. If you're comfortable with crossing your legs, please bring your left leg on top. I'm tongue twisted, sorry about that. We're going to initiate the lock wherever we are. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze the glutes, pull the belly up and in. Now let's bring our left hand to our left shoulder, our right hand over top. Pick up the elbows to a comfortable place. Steady your breath. And if you'd like to, hinge forward just a little bit. Keeping that leg lock going nice and strong. If you're hinged forward on an inhale, rise back up, lengthen the spine, and then we'll all release the arms as we exhale. We'll release the legs, separate them a little bit, windshield wiper them back and forth. We're going to do a little bit more here. I invite you to sit up in your mountain pose to begin with, nice and strong. I'm going to give you two options. We're going to do a little bit of a hip opening because we just kind of tightened everything up there. The first option is to cross your ankles with your right foot in front of your left and allow your knees to open out. Please don't fall off your chair. You might need to scooch around a little bit. This might be what your hips want right here, and you can gently massage them while you're here. If you care to go a little bit deeper, I invite you to come back to your seated mountain to begin with, and then cross your right ankle over your left thigh, finding a figure four. Your hands can rest at your hips or on your shins, whatever feels comfortable. Try to relax the top leg, whether they're crossed at the ankle or crossed up top. Try to relax that top leg. Massage it out a little bit, give it a little bit of love. If you'd like to hinge forward a little bit to add to it, you're welcome to do so. Please don't go too far. Steady breaths, steady gaze. On an inhale, we'll rise back up with you. We're leaning forward. And then as we exhale, we'll unwind and invite everybody to let it go and rock the knees from side to side. And then we'll set up for the other side. So if you're crossing at the ankle, please bring the left foot in front of the right. Scooch around on your chair to find your position that's right for you, keeping those muscles engaged. If you're choosing to come to a figure four, start out in your mountain pose. And then let's bring the left ankle up over the right thigh. Allow the left knee to be heavy. Allow the left side of our body, our legs, to relax, whichever way we're crossed. And then if you'd like to add to that on this side, hinge forward just a little bit. It doesn't take much. Nice, steady. On your next inhale, I invite you to sit back up tall, unwind your legs, and rock them back and forth. And then we're all going to come back to our seated mountain, sitting up nice and tall. Our left hand is going to be down by our side. It can be on your leg, it can be holding onto your chair. On an inhale, let's bring our right arm all the way up to a comfortable place. And as we exhale, walk it over. Give yourself a nice side body stretch. Inhale, sit up tall, reach the right arm towards the sky. Exhale, reach it overhead, side body stretch. We're going to do one more, then hold. Inhale, reach it up nice and tall. Exhale, reach it over. Take a few breaths here. Draw that top shoulder back and down a little bit. And if you'd like to, I invite you to add a little neck movement to this. Inhaling to look up towards that upper hand. And exhaling to look down towards the lower shoulder. Let your breath be your guide. On your next inhale, I invite you to rise all the way back up. And exhale, lower the right arm down. Now we'll plant our right hand by our side, either on our hip, or leg, or chair. Left arm comes down. On an inhale, let's bring it up in front of us, reaching it up. Exhale, reach overhead, side body stretch. Inhale, rise up, sit up tall, please. Exhale, reach it over. Inhale up. Exhale over. One more up and then we'll hold. Inhale. And exhale. Reach it overhead. Draw that top shoulder back. And once again, if you choose to, I invite you to invite some neck movement here. Inhale to look up at that top hand. And exhale to look towards the bottom shoulder, towards the earth. Follow your breath. Do a few rounds. Listening to yourself. On your next inhale, I invite you to rise all the way back up. And exhale, lower that arm down in front of you. And let's take a moment and wiggle out our shoulders a little bit. We had our arms up overhead for quite a while. And then let's come to our mountain. Sit up tall. Keep your left leg down nice and solid. And using your hands, pick up the right leg. Let that leg be heavy. And let's just gently circle that around, circling into the hip area, into the glute area, letting your arms do a bit of the work here. And then let's circle in the opposite direction. And then come to center, hold the leg up there still, and let's circle the ankle a few times in one direction. And then reverse. And we'll sit that foot down. Sit up tall, take a moment to reset as you need to. And then we're going to reach our hands under our left thigh. We're going to pick up that leg. And we're going to circle the hip around a few times. Into the glute, into the hip. This leg is heavy, arms are working. And then we'll reverse directions. And then I invite you to come to center, keep the leg up, and circle the ankle. And then circle it the other way. We'll let this foot come all the way back down. I invite you to sit up really tall. We're going to do one more twist in each direction, and then we'll settle in for a seated resting posture. So let's sit up tall to begin with, and then bring our left hand back behind our left hip, and our right hand towards our left knee. So we've got a little bit of a twist going on already. Inhale, fully fill the lungs, sit up tall. Exhale, twist a little bit, right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, allow the gaze to go back. Inhale to unwind and come forward. Exhale to twist. One more, inhale, unwind, lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist. Let's inhale, come forward, release the arms, and take a moment to reset. And then we're going to bring the right hand back behind us to help support us. Left hand comes over to the right leg. Sit up really tall. And then let's take a full inhale. Exhale to twist, left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Allow the gaze to go back. Inhale, unwind, lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, final twist, look back if you can. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, let it all go. Let's just wiggle out a little bit. Open and close the legs a little bit. Whatever little movements feel good to you. Maybe you want to roll your wrists around a few times, open and close your hands. Wiggle your fingers. And then I invite everybody to slide to the back of your chair. Let your back be supported. Let your legs do whatever they want to do. You don't have to hold them in here anymore. You don't have to keep them in a solid mountain. They want to come out, let them come out. If you want to aim your toes out, let them come out. And take a moment here to steady your breath once more. If you're comfortable with it, I invite you to close your eyes. Try to relax everything from the top of your head, the crown of your head, down through your third eye center, your cheeks, your jaw. Relax the shoulders. Relax your hips. Allow your arms to be heavy. And while you're here, I invite you to picture your favorite flower. Draw it into your mind. Think about its color, its texture, its scent. And just focus on that flower for a few breaths. And once more, I invite you to bring your hands to your heart. And take a moment to thank yourselves for all that you do for those in your life. Take a moment to thank your hearts, your minds for the love and light you bring to those around you. take a moment, to find one more thing to be grateful for. And I thank you all for being here today, joining us for our Veterans Yoga projects, Veterans Gratitude Week classes. Thank you very much. I wish you all have a fabulous rest of your day. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Val.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, and for everyone who's listening, really quickly, thank you so much for coming. This is one of the first days of Veterans Gratitude Week, and this is going to be going on until after Veterans Day. So if you want to come to more classes, please do. We have lots of great teachers like Val coming on to do all kinds of different classes, and they're all donation based as well. Or you can donate to veteransyogaproject.org, or you can just text VYP to 707070 also. So thank you all for your support. And if any veterans out there need any extra support or resources, that's what we're here for. I'm Alexandra. I'm the director of training programs. Val is helping in California, as well as Bridget, one of our students here. So you can reach out to them if you're in California and want some resources or
Actually,
to meet
Colorado,
them. What did I say?
California.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Colorado. You got me in a yoga brain and now I can't think. Thank you all so much for coming.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Thanks, Val.